I'm pretty sure. Then I apologize if you did. Maybe I read it and then I didn't remember because we talked about it yesterday. It's still a new like concept to me.
I can bring gifts.
Gifts?
But I was just really surprised to actually see a button that just like blank everything. No, I'm pretty confident in Yoshi P saying if it's 100% refund, it's 100% refund.
You have outdone yourself.
It's just I'm not.
I
don't really want to refund anything. I want to keep my points where they are.
To compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might
Sorry,
finally
Mommy.
be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
Isabel.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that.
Oh no.
Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
I told you about the refund, all I mean. Yeah, no worries. Hello, Kimmigan. Is that right? Did I say it right? Kimmigan. Pizza with mayo. And hello. And then Alex is out here about to fight a bitch. You'll burn the pizza in 5 seconds, but wouldn't you make the mayo kind of tastier, buddy? See, you're just adding to the fight. You're just adding to the bit. It's Jim again, but not bad. Aki. Thank you. She's such a sweetheart. What's next? Pizza with mustard? Not pizza? Well, I know pizza with ranch is a thing. I just haven't personally tasted it. But Jim again, welcome. Thank you for making Alex like bothering Alex. Honestly, keep on doing it. Keep on going for it, buddy.
My friends are my power.
Anyway, Jim again. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the cutie fam. I hope you enjoy your time here and I can continue to make you laugh and smile in future streams. We're just a bunch of nerds who like to bully and sass each other, mainly me, but all the same, I hope you have a wonderful time. Welcome to the family, buddy! We're just playing some 16. We're just doing some quests that I completely did not really realize were here. Everyone yelled at me about it. So we're just getting some shit done. But, oh my god, why is there like 3 text panels on you, buddy?
Master Lubo says Drake's fang is full.
I hear you've been busy.
I'm gonna let him talk. I actually need to go put dinner to cook, so I'm gonna let him tell us lore about himself. Talk about yourself,
and I.
I'll be right back. Never mind, it's not voice. Fuck. have more in common than you might think. Not only are we both masters of the blade and devilishly handsome to boot, but we are both the second people to bear our respective names.
What?
You didn't think that Ruzina Dalamil was my own invention, did you? It was the name of my master. I inherited it from her along with her title and her smithy. Ensuring that her name lived on was the least I could do after all she did for me. She plucked me from the streets and put my less than nimble fingers to work making blades instead of trouble.
Alas.
She was to leave my life as suddenly and unexpectedly as she had entered it. I swore to follow in her footsteps and that I might change others' lives as she had mine. That's why I keep her forge alive, why I play the desert hare, and why I care for the orphans of Dalamil. Indeed, I had thought my obligations to Renz and Drika to be my most pressing concern. That is until the infamous Cid made a surprise reappearance. Rather muddy the waters.
Still?
I suppose there's enough of me to go around, but do you forgive me if the desert hare isn't always at your beck and call, won't you? Fair point.
Stay safe out there.
Just enjoy the music for a second. I'll be at like 3 minutes. I'm sorry. I have to make the food. Ah. I couldn't hold it any longer. I couldn't hold the note any longer. I'm sorry. Hello, I'm back. Just steer clear of Brazilian pizza. What's Brazilian pizza? Wait, is that a naughty thing, actually? The fact is, the other day we found that someone that puts mustard on their pizza. Listen, some people just have weird, like their personal food habit. I used to be made fun of as a child because I would go to school making my own lunch as an elementary school, alright? And all the other kids would like bully me because I decided that ketchup, a cheese sandwich with ketchup was delicious. And every other kid was like, that's disgusting, you're a disgusting person, we don't want to be friends with you. So I never wanted to eat the sandwich again after getting bullied so hard. Let's not bully other people for having their own opinions, okay? And let's get all the fights. Ain't nothing more alive than live chicken in your pizza. Okay, maybe we can put that one into question a little bit. Wait a minute, I went the wrong way, didn't I? What? Where am I going, actually? I confused. Okay, let me just. Hi for the DLC. I still need to buy it, but we're getting closer. I do need people to yell at me. I was just following
People
blindly.
take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
St. Drake's fang is gone.
Back again,
All
are
the
you?
crystal gone.
Any more trouble and you'll be barred for
do?
life, however deep your friends' pockets might be.
We don't know for sure.
Yeah.
You could have just been a tremor.
Listen, I've got this theory. The fallen, I don't think they all fell. Some of them are still living among us. You could be one of them. I could be one of them.
Interesting. Probably should have been a BRB screen, but hey, it was only gonna be a few moments. We can use the BRB screen later when I actually go get dinner. Sorry, so quick, take over the stream. Nah, she was sleeping. I wish Peppa on stream. I would, but she moves around where she decides to nap while we're streaming. So, like, a dog cam would not work. One day Saren, one day Cereza shall do a live stream with Cats, Mishka, Carl's Doggo, and many more. It would be the best stream on Twitch, hands down. Came back to screaming. Yeah, Angel. I don't bully others for their opinions, even if they are wrong. We just kind of do a little bit of jabbing. Like, Alex, all your opinions are bad. Jab. How do you feel about grapes, mayo, Briar cheese, and lime chicken on your pizza? That's a lot. Can I just have pepperoni? Don't forget beans. Nah, just pepperoni. Buy the DLC. The nameless NPCs are great. Do you want me to buy the DLC now? Right now? I could probably do it. Do you want it right now?
Welcome. If you're hoping for a bed, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere. One of our wealthier patrons has purchased the use of every room, hoping to keep out the riffraff, as he puts it.
He's up there! Go into the rooms. I found him!
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac.
No!
Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
Damn it. Oh, is that what Brazilian pizza is? Grapes, mayo, Briar cheese, live chicken, a whole lot of other shit. Dollcam would work on her sleeping bed and censored unless people donate to reveal Cereza.
That's just how his
Maybe we can make that work. I would need like I think I would need an entirely different room setup though.
Fractious.
Your opinions are more worthy than a diamond in the rough.
Dispossessed of
You're
his
not
luggage, you
Aladdin,
see.
and you'll never be Aladdin.
He's also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
After
I
I
suppose a
love
certain
you
blade was among the
most.
stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady
No, you'll
Curran. Yes,
never be
I'm afraid it
Aladdin.
was.
Then I'll retrieve
You'll never
Lord
be
Ignac's
one
luggage.
jump ahead of the long
But I
man,
have one condition.
one swing, and
You
that's
are
no
but
joke.
to state it.
These
You are
guys will
welcome to
never
anything
appreciate
that
that
is
you're not
within my
broke.
power to
Da
grant.
na 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 na
What an
na.
audience for
Riff
Lord
raff,
Ignac.
straight
A
rat,
few minutes should be enough.
scoundrel.
Then I'll be
Take
on my
that.
way.
A condition
Just
I would be
a
a fool to
little
refuse.
snack, guys.
Of course.
You shall have your audience.
Sorry.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not. No. Though some
It's okay, I saved it. I nearly
inquiries
dropped
made on
everything.
His lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamal is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Oh, Saren. sorry, I had a moment. Saren, I'm a huge Disney nut. I watched these movies over and over and over again as a child, so I know the lyrics as much as possible, if not fully. I don't know how to pick a favorite. It just, like, my favorites are usually, like, I really like Hunchback of Notre Dame, like, the most from, like, my childhood. But I really like Encanto because the music is fire, the story is fire, and it feels like I am Maribel, and it hurts. It hurts during like one of the particular like the climactic like scene in the movie towards the end of the movie, not like the actual whatever. It resonates with me. Like I liked I wanted to have like a Disney princess back in the day, but I didn't like Snow White, Cinderella, all that other shit. So I was like, I want a Disney princess. I thought Sleeping Beauty would be mine, but now that I'm an adult, I'm like, Beauty and the Beast is hot shit. Belle's awesome, top tier. We didn't even need to redeem for that one. But remember, the song mode becomes sing a Disney song when we're playing Kingdom Hearts. Particularly for whatever Disney World we're in. Now I've conditioned sing mode to be like a particular thing now. Instead of just seeing whatever the fuck is going on in my head.
Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off.
Ow.
Let's roll ready.
Ow. Do-do-do. Uh-oh. I don't know what's like the top best, like I like hold down that button punch. There we go. Why is it always the servants who are kinder and more understanding than the people? Because, like, they're more humble. Like, they have more humble backgrounds. They didn't have, like, a silver spoon in their goddamn mouth. So, like, they had to, like, be respectful of people. And, like, understand how to, like, communicate with people. Outside of, like, bartering and getting what they want.
Let's get it back to Delamil.
Beauty and the Beast and are usually tied for first, in your opinion. Yeah, I feel like that with Encanto and Hunchback of Notre Dame. They're like two different feeling movies. One's a lot more darker. The other one's about like family,
Glad to make your acquaintance.
What's the term?
Name indeed. Well,
generational
I
trauma.
to be in your debt. Redeem me.
I just
tells me
resonate with
you
both.
wished for an audience. Is that
Alibaba. Yes,
A few
40
moments of your time
thieves.
should suffice, yes.
all? You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern.
Yes,
Right.
40 thieves.
Speak.
I can't say that. Had a thousand
Master
tails, but
Wyvern
Master, you're
was
in luck
wondering
because
if you
of
could
your-
tell him
oh.
about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, well, Alibaba, he had
Oh,
them
a true
40
work of
thieves.
art,
Sherazade had a thousand
Karen
tails.
drove
But
me
Master,
hard
you're
on
in
the
luck
price, but I
because
would have
up
sold
your
her
sleeve you got a
Radim
brand
here
of
to
magic
get
that
my
never
hands on that
fails.
sword. It was
There you go.
made in the outer isles, far
As long as we can all agree,
beyond the
Atlantis
twin
is still the worst world in
and
Kingdom
is
Hearts
used
2.
exclusively by the
fine.
practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship.
Fuck.
They believe
Swim
no
this way, we'll
combat should
dance and we'll
ever
play. You know,
exceed
it's very
a
easy. Come on, then
single
take a chance to shake a fin.
and
Let the
hone
music
their
move you.
blades
You
to
can do it.
such
Don't be
perfection
shy. Let music
that none
inside
ever
and
does.
dance.
Each sword is made for that one
Yeah, I even know that
perfect
one too.
stroke, and for that stroke only.
Yeah, I figured that was gonna
Crack
happen.
upon
Thank
a
you,
second
Saren.
blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstone.
God, man, I can't believe I said the answer earlier.
10,000
Right!
licks with the
People
sharpening
listen to
stone,
me.
then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very
At least you're being nice
stone
now.
of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
No, thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
And there are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis.
Ooh.
Lord Byron Rosfield.
Oh no.
Perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
He seems nicer when he's not pissed as fuck about his goods being stolen.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance.
You're welcome.
Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
But no, I hope I impress. One day we'll go back to singing like Disney songs because I'll be playing a Kingdom Hearts game again. But for now, I hope the little bit of exposure to I know my shit to the best of my ability is pretty cool. It's not the only one that's like this though. We can be kind of nutty, our Disney fans.
Is that the thing Toes helped with?
Mid told me she was building
Like Disney as a company, but the Disney movies that are good from my childhood, yes.
Good. Still alive,
Thankfully,
I see.
you're doing all the side content
So
is
Lady
making it
Karen
so I can
accepted
hang
the
out with you
ruby.
longer.
about that.
Before
I tried
Star
my
has to
best.
go.
But she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
The fact he realized it's still better than most Disney fans. I do not like the direction Disney has been going. It just feels like everything's like does not have heart anymore. It's just made for money. Did y'all see? I don't know if this was real or not, but did y'all see like the teaser for the Lion King 2 movie that they had? And it's just like, you know, because they decided, yeah, let's CG real life lions so that it looks like a nature documentary, because that's the smartest shit we can do. You could have went with the CG and made like realistic, not realistic looking, but like the artists that like looked at the first movie are like, I'm gonna do it so much better, like imitate the art style and still make it beautiful. Those people, gods, kings, I love you. But no, this teaser had like a little lion cub, and like the shoulder was so fucking dislocated.
No.
God, they can't get anything. Also, they took out Be Prepared. Look, I know what you did in the first movie. I
Sorry
know
for the
that's why
wait.
you didn't want to do it again.
But
But you could have
hopefully
just
you'll agree it was
not
worth
did
it.
it again with the imagery.
You learned
You know,
something about that sword.
you could have still had Be
I
Prepared.
did better than that.
Probably still would have fucked it up. But at least something! Also, let me have a moment. Guys, I think the Little Mermaid actress is beautiful. I'm just not interested in the movie. Not for anything else other than I do not want you to tarnish the Little Mermaid songs. My mother is a huge Little Mermaid fan, and I adore the Little Mermaid by proxy for her. I heard fucking Under the Sea from the new Little Mermaid movie. Awful. Can't stand it. Does not have enough heart. Does not have the soul. Does not have the energy of the first movies, Under the Sea. And I just refused to watch the movie based on that alone. I knew they would fuck up the songs if they fucked up Under the Sea so fucking bad. I don't even want it. No. I'm growling actually.
A whetstone. Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No, it's a dry stone actually. No, it's a cold stone.
One hit and all done, eh?
What about a
Wouldn't
hot
be so
stone?
bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valesthian steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy now. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine.
Look at him
I've been
smiling.
working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone.
Damn, Blackthorn. That's some actual.
Hey.
That's some actual confidence.
Thanks,
I
guys.
respect it.
I mean it.
You're
Know you
welcome.
won. August 2. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right? I will.
Blacksmith Blues Excalibur Design Craft Draft. Denko, denko, denko. Alright, let's see if we can make this bad boy. The Excalibur. Is the fact that it makes money and they still have to do it, therefore they're doing it for a bunch of normies. Oh my god, I'm too scared. I'm too scared to even look at anything that involves that live action Lilo and Stitch that they're doing. I do not want to see how they do Stitch. I do not. I do not. I refuse to do it. Everything that Disney does now. Live action equals money, apparently, even though it's exclusively animation. Yep. Also, like, I remember watching this video about, like, so the new area, I don't remember her name, but, like, the way her hair was done, like, in, like, those, dreads, like, the tight braids, God, I saw a video that mentioned, like, having to do, like, the hair flip when Ariel comes out of the water with her legs would hurt her so much. But I think like this video, this YouTuber said like they must have had to do like a few shots of it because like it's so hard to like physically pull all that wet dread hair up with such velocity that it all goes smoothly behind you, and it'll whip her back as it comes back down and hits her back. And I'm like, oh, I feel so bad that they had to do that to her.
What do you want?
Excalibur, I can make it. Woo! Woo! Okay.
No scratches, right?
I can do whatever the hell I want. I paid for it. Damn. Wait. Oh, it's Enhancer too. I thought it was Excalibur too. My bad.
That it?
What do you mean? Alright, let's see what this bad boy looks like. Did you just make a fucking Cold Stone ice cream reference? I did. So it's just like a sock puppet. I don't want to see anything from it, I'll be real. I don't either. I'm scared. Like, you stop taking things from my childhood and ruining them, okay? That's why I only care about, ooh, it's pretty. I am one of those people that only really cares about, like, the OG movies. And I'm gonna stick to my guns on that one.